This video is for people who are new to mathematics. So if you are just getting started with mathematics, then in this video, I want to share some things with you that they're going to help you. They're going to help you greatly because there are things that you should know about learning math, and I've chosen 3 things in this video, with I think the last one being the most interesting. These things will help you. And this is not just stuff like, work hard, do math every day. No, these are things that you might not hear in some of my other videos. So the first thing you should know, obviously, and I'll state it, is that math is hard, and it's probably harder than a lot of the other things than you're used to studying. And it doesn't matter what math subject you're in, actually. So even if you're in an advanced math class, well, I guess you probably already know this, but it does get harder. Just when you think that math can't get harder, it does. Now, you do get to a point in mathematics where you can pick up an advanced math book and you can work through it and you can understand some of it. You'll get hung up, but at least by that point, you have the experience to say, hey, I don't know what this means, but I can look it up. Oh, I don't know what this means, but I can look it up. And then you end up looking up a bunch of stuff, and then you kind of connect the dots and work through it. It just takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of energy. So math is very hard at the advanced level, like I just explained, and even at the beginner level, there's certain techniques, there's certain tricks, there's procedures you'll see, there's proofs once you get to proof writing, and they're all different. There's just an enormous amount of material and information in the field of mathematics. So much that you can spend your entire life studying mathematics and you wouldn't know all of it. Nobody knows all math. There's just so much math out there. So no, it's extremely hard. At the same time, because it's so hard, it's also rewarding. When you solve a math problem on your own, it feels really good. And there's a lot of people that is one of the things they really enjoy about math, is that when they solve a problem, they feel like they've done something. And in math, you have a solution, right? It's right or wrong. It's not like in the real world where sometimes the answer is gray. What's the best answer? In math, there is a correct answer and there is an incorrect answer, so you have some control. So here you have this thing that is very, very challenging. You have control over it, so you know it's going to be true or false, right or wrong, and you can test your ability by solving this math problem, and when you solve it, then you're rewarded for that behavior. So it's a very beautiful thing, and many people are obsessed with math because of it. So it's hard, it's beautiful, it's challenging, all of those things. That's the first thing that you should know. So that's one. The second thing you should know, and this applies mainly if you're in college or in high school, and this is a big one. This is kind of something that I think it can help you, it might help save you, because I know people who have changed their majors. I know people who have completely changed their lives because of this one. So sometimes you'll take a class and you won't understand anything, okay? It could be because the teacher is just not very good. It could be just because you just don't get it, because you're not very good, you're not ready for it. Whatever the reason, sometimes you're in a class and you just hate the class, you hate the teacher, right? For whatever reason, it could be you, whatever. The point is, you're in a situation where you're in a class and you hate it, right? And that's gonna make you hate math. Don't let that happen, okay? Because I have had countless students, college students over the years in college, who have told me things like, oh, when I was in high school, I had this great math teacher and they really helped me out. I've heard those stories. And I've also had countless students tell me things from high school. Oh, when I was in high school, I had a teacher and they just ruined math for me. And I was thinking, they ruined math for you? Don't let anybody tell you, how math is bad. Don't let anybody ruin math for you. No way. Don't do that, right? Why would you let anyone ruin that for you? So the same applies in college, right? If you take a class and the teacher is just not very good, well, that happens sometimes, right? Or you just don't get it. It happens. Don't let it ruin your experience. It's more likely to happen in college than it is in high school, because you take more math classes in college, especially if you're a math major. So for example, as a mathematics major, you'll take, Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3, differential equations, linear algebra, abstract algebra, graph theory, combinatorics, partial differential equations, vector analysis, advanced calculus, topology, number theory, complex variables. I can go on and on and on, but there's always classes you could take. Topology, did I say topology? So many classes you can take, right? And you're guaranteed to have some you don't like. Probability and statistics, that's one that a lot of math majors hate, right? I remember taking that class and yeah, just some people hate it. So you're going to experience that in mathematics. So just because you like math now doesn't mean you're not going to encounter a situation where you don't like math in the future. So just be ready for it. It's going to happen. I don't know of anyone who likes all math. I don't know. I don't know. Most people have like a couple favorite areas and a couple things they like to work on. There's a lot of math out there, right? Numerical analysis, so all kinds of stuff. So be ready for that, and don't let anyone else ruin your experience, okay? Keep your relationship with math between you and mathematics. Don't let the teachers or anyone else in your life say, hey, math is no good, because that's up to you to decide, right? That's up to you to decide. And the third thing I should say, I guess, is that it's kind of along the same lines, is that you're going to encounter different types of math. And if you don't like math now, so this is for people who don't like math now, then there's a chance that you might like math later and you might be really good at it. This actually does happen. So in my own life, in multiple instances, I have been approached with a math subject that I have not understood, or a specific math thing, and I've given up. I gave up, I failed. I moved on, I quit. And then I came back to it later and it clicked. So the missing ingredient was time. So sometimes you just need time. Like if you're hating math right now and you don't get it, maybe you just need some time. Try doing a different type of math. That's some advice I have for you. That's something actionable that you can take away from this video and do immediately after you click X. If you're in a math class now and you hate it, try learning something else in math, a different subject. Right now, when you click this video off, try that and see if you like it, and you'll be surprised. You probably will, for a couple reasons. One, it's not forced on you. Typically, when you are studying math, you're in a classroom setting and it's forced on you. It's like, you have to study this and you have to do this homework and you have this test and you have to do it, otherwise you're going to fail this class. And if you don't do it, there's consequences, right? But when you are doing self-study, it's like, oh, number theory sounds fun. Let me go pick up this book. Or, oh, I want to learn to write proofs. So it becomes more interesting. Or, oh, what's a differential equation, right? So you can explore those topics in a nicer fashion on your own via self-study. So that pressure is totally gone. So yeah, different areas of math. So math is hard. Don't let anyone destroy your relationship with math, right? You're going to get some classes and subjects that you don't understand. And 3, if you don't understand math now, don't worry. There's different subjects out there that you might be better at and that you might like more. Anyways, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Check out my courses. They're math courses. They're on Udemy, but if you get them, please use the links from the description of this video or from my website. For 2 reasons. 1, I've lowered the price to the bare minimum, so you should get a low price when you click those links. 2, it helps me greatly. If you click the links, I make more. Otherwise, Udemy takes like a huge cut. So yeah, and the courses are pretty good. I've got algebra, calculus, differential equations, all that stuff. Key takeaway from this video should be that if you're new to math, it's a great subject, right? It's hard. You're going to encounter some different presentations of the material, which you might not like, and you'll encounter different subjects, which you might not like. But at the end of the day, math is math, and if you like it, chances are you'll continue liking it. And if you don't like it, well, maybe just try a different subject, a different area of math, and yeah, see what you think. Do you have any advice for people learning math, or any comments in general? Leave a comment in the comment section below. As always, keep doing mathematics.